Hello, hello. Welcome to the Truth Tribe. If you are new here, I'm Dawn Thompson, known as the Soul CEO Activator. I decode the boulders so that you can design the life that you actually deserve, not the life that you were programmed to settle for. We are all waking up to this. Truth Tribe exists for one reason, for self-awareness and self-understanding, your health, your wealth, your relationships, and all of it in between. And so let me say this clearly. You are already perfect. There is nothing wrong with you. We are not fixing you because you are not broken. We're remembering who you are. And today, Truth Tribe, we are going to talk about the topic of we're in June and your soul is taking attendance. That's tonight's topic. Tonight, today, you can see the lights on. So here I am. So June is not subtle, okay? This is Gemini energy starting. It's already begun. Gemini represents communication, identity, perception, truth, mental patterns. And with Uranus in the sky now entering Gemini for the first time in 80 years, your soul is taking attendance. Not your fake self, not your social media self, not your survival self. You, the real you. And I cannot emphasize this. I've been teaching this for so long. Well, now we're here. And this month, your lighthouse rooms are being checked. Remember, you are a lighthouse. You are the sun in the center with 12 rooms and 12 categories surrounding your lighthouse. And you're being checked. Attendance, participation, mastery for every room in the house. And some of you are realizing, oh crap, I skipped class. I didn't go to the class happening in that room of my life. And so we all have this trendy lie going on right now. I already know myself. I do a lot of understanding in classes and I've read books and all this. I already know myself. No, babe, you don't. I do this for a living. I can tell you every room in my lighthouse, what it represents, what sign, what energy, how I show up, and I still have to show up and be on call. Be ready to take another page out of that classroom. So if the same triggers keep repeating, the same dates, the same arguments, the same health issues, the same money blocks, you don't fully know yourself. You know your coping mechanisms. And in Soul Masters, we just did this. We do a lot of AI prompts and we drop loads right away, instant understanding of your chart. And we talked about addictions, not, it doesn't, we all associate addictions to drugs or something that's bad, right? Well, we all pick your poison. Y'all got something. People pleasing is an addiction. And so we have a coping mechanism to cover up the things that are triggering us. So you know your coping mechanisms, but this is different. This is a totally different thing when you know yourself. So the truth is your astrology chart is not your excuse anymore. That's just who I am. That's my personality. No, 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 no. That's not why we do Lighthouse astrology. Lighthouse mastery. It is your curriculum, not your personality. It is your curriculum. It's why you showed up. You came here to go, oh, that's what I came here to learn. You are 12 active classrooms of consciousness. And every room in your lighthouse holds gifts, wounds, conditioning, karma. Karma, remember, is a course or something you came to learn. Karma is completion. So I came here to learn that to complete it. Mastery in those rooms. And one room may feel confident to you, another, you may feel terrified. One room may master money and you're like, I got this. And another may avoid intimacy. One of your rooms may look so successful and another may secretly feel deeply unworthy. Nobody knows but you. That's why self-awareness and self-understanding, true understanding of yourself matters. This is why I do what I do, because it matters how well you know where you're going to leak energy, where you're not in charge of your lighthouse mastery, the energy going out instead of allowing it to come in. So you have these lighthouse lessons. And Most people spend their lives decorating the outside of their lighthouse, the outside baggage, the outside trash, the outside storms, the chaos, while avoiding the rooms inside. And then I get this all the time from clients, from social settings. They wonder, why are my relationships repeating? Why does exhaustion repeat? Why does scarcity keep repeating? Why does loneliness repeat? Because avoidance is the karmic class. Avoidance is what you came to complete. It's karma, understanding I have a karmic lesson that I chose. You all chose these classes to learn. You picked this blueprint, this soul mastery to learn. And so avoiding it is the karmic class. And because Uranus went into Gemini, it's speeding all of this up for all of us. Okay, it's speeding the process up. And that's what's getting us tripped a little bit. Truth is moving faster now. And truth is something I am really come into my own karma of learning that people don't want to hear. You have to be okay with them not wanting to know your truth. This is my truth. I'm a badass. I'm a lighthouse, and I'm not moving because it's my truth. You don't have to get off your boat and meet on common ground at my lighthouse landing. You don't have to do that, but I'm doing it, and I'm not moving. So because Uranus in Gemini is speeding this up, this truth is moving faster for us. Your nervous system sees faster. Your intuition, it's hitting faster. Like you're thinking something and then all of a sudden it happens. You're like, whoa, that's your intuition. You're having a thought about something or something you know you need to do and you don't want to do it, but you do it anyway, and it hits faster. Your BS, your blind spots, which are your 4 hot spots, right? Become just obvious faster, like, oh, you're right. That's something I don't like, but I've got to do it. I see my pattern. And suddenly, when this speed kicks in, the relationship feels off. That doesn't mean divorce. It just means it feels off and you've got to change you. The job feels off. It doesn't mean you dump your company, dump your job. It means you do it differently. The friendship feels forced and you feel like every time you show up, you're drained and not filled up. The routine feels dead. That's not punishment. That's awakening to who you are, which is so cool, which is so powerful, which is so amazing because we're being gifted the speed instead of taking forever to get into our soul and understand, oh, I know what to do now. Nobody has to like everything, but again, you all know this, pressure creates a diamond. This is what's happening. Your pressure is being created. You're learning it faster. You're going there faster, and you're awakening faster. So we're all having this reality check in our lives. Some of you are asking for new love. That's a big one. New money, big one. Oh, I'll show you how to make money. Everything on social media is, I'll show you how to make money. Do it fast. Do it my way. Do it this way. And you have no idea if doing it that way is going to match you because it may be great, but it's not aligned with you. So I want money, but I don't want money my way. I want it their way, and then it doesn't work, and then you're upset because you're tapping into who you are. That's when the money aligns with you. New peace. I want peace. That is the new, basically, badassery. Success on the planet is a peaceful life. I want new confidence. I want to feel confident speaking my truth. We're in Gemini, speak the truth, communication. Also rules siblings. You might have sibling stuff coming up. Right? But we want all these new opportunities to come in while still emotionally enrolled in our old identity. That math doesn't add up. So we're all in basically a hotspot activation, forcing you to see your blind spots. And your hotspots are your soul classes. Why do I call them hotspots? Because they're hot. They're so hot that it's so uncomfortable to get close to the flame. representing your Saturn, your moon, your Chiron, and your North Node. And what do they show? Where you're avoiding things, where you overcompensate, where you're afraid, where fear comes in, where you came to master yourself and your purpose and saying, if I just went there, I'd break through. So June is saying, it's time to attend class. It's saying to ask yourself, what lesson keeps repeating in my life? And you know this. This is a big deal that I'm watching in people. They know, and they're like, but it's different because it's in relationships and it's not money. It's always only been money. Why is it, why can't I have a relationship? I'm like, it's the same lesson and it repeats everywhere you're not looking. So it goes, okay, well, if you're going to go focus on relationships right now, we're going to bring the same lesson and pull it over here. Oh, you're focused on relationships. That's good, but you're not focused on the lessons. So we're going to put it into your money. Oh no, we're going to put it into your health. So I want you to start understanding the same class is going to show up no matter where you try to avoid it. What lesson keeps repeating in my life? Not the people, not the story, the lesson. So your 4 hotspots are your 4 bullshit categories. Your blind spots, they represent blocks, your baggage, which is your emotional baggage you brought in from childhood, where you felt blocked as a child, your bruises, where you got hurt as a child and you've got it. You help everybody else heal, but not yourself, and your breakthroughs. We, shockingly enough, we avoid where we could break through, yet this is the thing that will make us feel like completely at peace and go, this is where I want to take my energy, and I'm growing and I'm feeling abundant and I've got leaves and fruit on my tree, yet we avoid it because we don't even know where it is. What category in our life would make us fulfill that? And so they aren't getting quieter. They're screaming for your attention right now. So are your lessons and skip classes, right, where these blind spots are hitting you? Is it in your worth? Is it in your boundaries? Is it speaking up? Is it receiving? This is a big one right now. One of your blind spots is your moon, representing your emotional baggage, which is your first emotional currency. I think I have a specific video on my YouTube on this as well, just on the emotional currency. It's a first currency. The first bank account you received was your emotional baggage. So wherever that moon sits, go find it. Do you have a challenge receiving? Some people have no problem making shitloads of money, but they can't keep it. They can't hold it. So they get it, but they do not receive it with grace and respect. Do you have a lesson in trust? Do you have a lesson in consistency? Visibility? Are you afraid to be seen? This was a big one for me. Right? I have a lot of like self-expression. Finally, I was like, screw this. I really don't care what the algorithm is. I don't really care what social media. Oh, you got to do it this way. Everybody's got a version. That's their consciousness of visibility. I don't care anymore. I'm going to show up and tell you the freaking truth, and you get to decide if you want to look at your own blueprint on a piece of paper, print it so you don't have a question of what your map looks like. But your repeated trigger is your repeated curriculum. That is the class that's begging you to show up for it. Your repeating triggers, especially when it comes to spouses and deep relationships. What do you keep repeating? It's not your spouse's fault. They're bringing you the trigger for you to see you. So what's really important for you to hear today is that your soul isn't punishing you. Your blueprint isn't punishing you. It's trying to graduate you. You cannot graduate high school if you do not take geometry. I hated geometry. I was terrible at it. I passed with a D so I could graduate. Didn't care. I just had to go to class and get it done. So if you start at this point, if you're realizing, wow, I keep repeating the same emotional classes in health, wealth, or love, or something in between, you have to go get a reality check reset. It's a course, 60 minutes, 2 steps, hotspots, 2 hotspots. You can add on your 4 if you want it. This is where you're finally able to identify your blocks, your emotional baggage, your bruises, and your breakthroughs. See all four. And then if you're like, you know what, been there, done that, Dawn, and you're ready to fully understand your lighthouse, master all 12 rooms in your life. Soul Masters 180 is where we go all in. Monthly live discussions on every category, your addictions, your BS hotspots, where they show up in money, health, love, and more. Don't you want to see it? You print every class. You print it on paper and go, okay, I got this. It's calling you out for you so you can see you. There is no cookie cutter blueprint in this. It's all you. So again, as you all know, links are always in the notes below for one or both. And if you're like, I don't want to do astrology, Dawn, then go take Elevate. All four options of being with me live or in these mastery classes, very short classes, by the way, are all on my website, ideserveitnow.com, or go to the links that go direct to them in the notes below. You got this, my friends. You are not getting out of these classes. They are here. They are going to be fast and they're going to be intense, and you are being forced to go to class. That's it. Brightest blessings. I love you all. Have a great week.